Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Pisces, we're going to go into the Tea Leaf Oracle deck and then we're going to hit the tarot. And it's just open readings, my friends. It's just open readings. So let's get started with Pisces. Well, there you have some of you in March. Yes, Pisces can be born in March. You have the March card came out. And then you have Arrow. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. And then Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Okay, interesting. March. I feel like it's like marching. Marching towards. Marching on. No, you're marching along the path. On the right path. Regarding some aspect of life. But okay, so this takes you to spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. The torch of knowledge, the torch of enlightenment. You are marching on the right path here towards spiritual and personal development and enlightenment. Wow. Okay, well, are you coming out of the forest? You're coming out of the forest, muddled and unclear thinking, and now you are marching. Springtime. There could be something specific here in the month of March. Like it's going to be important for you, but I'm really getting like marching along the correct path here. All right. I don't want that deck now. That's weird. I picked it up and I got like this feeling. All right then. We're not using it. That's not the deck. What deck? Oh yeah? Okay. No. Okay, anyways, I won't tell you how that came across. But anyways, we're going to go with a good tarot. I haven't used a good tarot in a long time. Let me just do a little bit of a shuffle, because it's been a while. Okay, Pisces has March. Tell me more about March, the Arrow, and the Torch. March, the Arrow, and the Torch. Maybe even something you did this past March, like a decision or an action you took has put you on the right path. Even the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. It could even be someone born in March. Ha, no, I like this. Okay, I love this kid. I love him. This is my kid here. He's like, okay, if you're wandering around here, he's come across you. You've come across him. It doesn't feel like by chance, though. It's something that sort of the spirit, the fairy realm set up here. So, right, you're marching along in the woods, along a path. This young man comes towards you, and he tells you about some really amazing things that he knows how to find in the forest. And you can tell he's full of adventure, and he's full of imagination. And would you come with him? And it's almost like he tells you about it. He says, come on, let's go. And he starts walking, and then he stops, and he looks, well, are you coming? Are you coming? You coming along? So, March. Yeah. So, the Arrow. Another page, the Page of Water. Fresh beginner mind really is coming across here on this one. Fresh beginner mind. The Torch. Wow, the Ace of Fire. I mean, it looks like a giant torch, doesn't it? Spiritual development, enlightenment. Oh, shit me. You're on some type of an exploratory path. Now, that's interesting, too, in the forest. I would see him in the forest. It's almost like coming through a clearing in the forest. These little flowers might even signify something. I don't know what they are. What is that? Some type of like a little bellflower. That could be significant. I'm going to pull something out for the forest as well. You were finding your way out of this forest. You're on the right path. And I feel like you're coming towards something quite significant, like maybe something that you've been looking for, the enlightenment that you've been seeking. What has been the muddled, unclear thinking? I say what has been, because it's underlined. So you've come out of the forest. it's interesting. The Four of Air. It's like you've been healing in there. You've been resting and healing in the forest. You've been healing your mind. You've been calming your mind. All right, now it's all really going to come out here. Let's get details if I can. I've got this weird energy about Neptune. I don't know what it is. Like, and I'm feeling Neptune. It's like Neptunian. It's odd. I don't know what's going on with Neptune right now. But it's a weird vibe. Okay, we have the Three of Water. This is one of those decks, though, where the artwork, I feel, overrides what this could be in the tarot. The High Priestess and the King of Oh, it's, yes. I was seeing that, right? You're in the forest healing. And then it's like he's in the clearing. He's in a clearing here. And he's taking your attention and he's guiding you towards something else here. So March with these flowers too, it's a very earthy energy. This is all blue. All these cards are blue, except the Page and the Ace of Fire. Everything is blue here. I'm not getting like a mood with it. I'm getting more like the water. So you've come out in a clearing. This young man of creativity and adventure asks you to follow him. So beginner's mind in creativity and adventure is definitely a direction to follow. Allow yourself to go deep with this, but then you come up again. You're right, how she rises out of the water. All right, all right. The Page of Water. The Four of Earth. The Fool. And the Four of Water. Wow, like so much water and earth here. Let me see. Okay, the Ace of Fire, we have the Ace of Water. Now we go to water and fire. Something, the Star and the Strength card. Well, I'll tell you, where you're going is the place to be, for sure. Why is the Four of Water? This Four of Water feels connected to the Three of Water. The call. There's something calling you. Something is calling you. You have, this is like right just kitty corner to the Fool card, right? Blowing this French horn, blowing this trumpet. You're on the right path. This is a tricky reading because there's very few pentacles besides the Four of Pentacles and this Page. It's a lot to do with your emotions. Your emotions are the system that is guiding you. Your intuition and your emotions. Go figure, Pisces. I feel like the physical realm is one. If anything, it might be meant to inspire you, but it's really not the energy to build on for you right now. Rising above disappointments. Okay, this is really honestly about rising above disappointments. And you're going to be, you're getting some type of enlightenment here. It's like a double confirmation. Getting both of those cards. You're going towards a spiritual enlightenment. You're going to be enlightened here. And with the Star, you know, coming in that area as well, It feels like a spiritual truth here. It might even be something to do with a calling. You know, you have the call to you, like a calling, a destiny. To have the Ace of Water too. It's both it feels like the soul and the spirit. I don't know how. The soul, I want to say, is a little bit more like the emotional element of self, and then the spirit is kind of like that desire and drive, which, you know, both water and fire. These two aces. You're moving towards two aces. Now, when you get water and fire, you also get rainbows, which is interesting. Rainbows being the Ten of Cups is Pisces. I think that's Mars in Pisces, which is happiness, fulfillment, joy, family. Star is the Six of Earth. The Eight of Fire. See, she's in the bamboo forest, finding her way through the forest. And then the Seven of Cups. This really gives me the vibe here. You are, I feel like to some degree, you're still in this, which is really funny, even though there's not a lot of earth cards here. You might be on the edge of, I want to say, a confusing period, a muddled period, an unclear period for yourself. You are moving towards enlightenment. Now, it's funny, it's almost like this is giving me this vibe of going down to the bottom of the ocean and finding this glowing down there. So your emotions are leading you in the right direction. If your emotions have been, let's just say, if that guidance system has been a little bit off, and it could, because the Four of Water, she just feels like she's at the bottom, like she's gone too far down in. Oh, weird. As I was holding that up to the camera, all these little dark lines, it almost looked like trees. It does again. I don't know how it shows up on you, but it's almost like a forest that's underwater, a forest that's been submerged. And these all look kind of like pine trees. Oh, that's so weird. I've never seen that before. Underwater. In the forest. Now, if you're in the right direction, so hope. Hope is the energy that sends you in the right direction, as opposed to like the Four of Cups. To rise above the water. Don't get stuck at the bottom. But then it feels like this Ace of Fire. Where is this Ace of Fire? Where's this Ace of Fire? Wow, it's in love. The Ace of Fire is in love. It's like the Lover's card too, right? So the flame in your heart. The flame within your heart. Your divine a divine choice. You're moving towards a divine choice that will bring enlightenment and a greater sense of awareness. It feels really big, no? Like it feels like it unfolded in a very simple, kind of like simple, innocent way here. The Strength card. See, there's two lions. There's two lions. Whoa, that was like the Messenger of Air and the King of Air. There's the knowing. There's the seeking. I just heard seeing is believing. Seeing is knowing. With the Tower at the bottom. Wow, that's kind of difficult energies. The Tower and the forest at the bottom. Healing in there. It's almost like retreating. It's got this vibe like retreating into the forest to heal. And there's an energy pulling you out of the forest. It does that through your emotions. It does that through your deeper knowing. Now, okay, so that makes sense why your emotions could get triggered here, because that's the guidance system. But it's not meant to keep pulling you down into those emotions to the point where you find yourself kind of like sitting at the bottom of the ocean, like an area where the forest has actually become flooded, like the forest has become flooded. And if you find yourself in that energy, there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of supportive energy, a lot of angelic energy, a lot of guidance to kind of call you up, to pull you out of it. Really pay attention to the thoughts and feelings that you have around things as you navigate forward. Now, some of you might be moving towards a situation here where you may fall in love, and there's some sort of spiritual enlightenment in this. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be platonic. But I do feel like that is something here that you're moving towards. It is maybe even having a spiritual experience here that opens up your heart chakra. Or your heart chakra is open to give you a spiritual experience. Yeah, and it was the Tower. Interesting. Well, that's what I have for you, Pisces. I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to keep it open. As this was an open reading, I'm just going to let Spirit speak to you freely. In that extended this week, I'm going to continue to use the Tea Leaf Oracle deck, but I'm going to use a fresh tarot deck over there. Thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.